Hey guys, Dan Carr here with shuttermuse.com. Today we're doing a review of the Peak Design Everyday Sling camera bag. Now, just like the Everyday Messenger and the Everyday Backpack, these have been really popular products with people for Peak Design. And it's got that same great design and the really great materials they've been using. The price point for this is $150, so it's a little bit cheaper than those two other products that I've reviewed in the past on this site as well, but it has a lot of those great features, like I said. So obviously this is a sling bag. We have a diagonal shoulder strap here. I'm wearing the bag right now. And the main method for accessing this bag is to just pull the whole thing around to your front. So to do that, what you do is you grab the little buckle down here, just pop it up. Then it's got enough room to get a couple fingers in there. Pull that strap up. Now you've got lots and lots of loose strap here, so you can pull this around to your front. Nice, easy access to your camera. Pull it out, take some shots. You can definitely leave the bag there while you're taking a few photos. It doesn't get in the way because there's enough lengthening on this strap to pull the sling down. So you've got this sort of really out of the way. Now, once you've got your camera back in there, zip this up. Pop it around the back, then you just grab that same buckle, tighten it right up, and it clicks back into place like that to lock it. So really fast adjustability with the same buckle design that you find on their Slide and Slide Lite camera straps. Now, one thing that is missing from this bag, which some sling bags do have, is a waist belt for stabilizing the bag when you're really moving around with it. So if you're thinking of doing a lot of outdoor photography, scrambling around, walking, hiking, that kind of stuff with it, there are some other options out there which I will talk about in the review, which is linked on the website below this video. It's definitely a negative point for the bag that it doesn't have a stabilizing waist strap. I think that would be useful in some situations, but there's a lot of positive things about this bag as well. So what I'm going to do is take it off, put it on the table here, change the camera position, zoom in, and you can take a closer look at all the features. Now, the first thing I should say about this, take a look at this bag. This is a really nice looking camera bag. Out of all the bags I've reviewed over the years, I think this might be the nicest looking camera bag. Now, that's not usually something that I would actually mark a camera bag on, but I think it's definitely worth pointing out here. I really like the leather accents on this and this lighter gray color. All the previous Peak Design bags that I've reviewed have been the darker color, but this is the lighter color, and yeah, I actually really like it. So we have waterproof zipper on the front here, little leather pulls. Open this up inside. This is kind of an expandable pocket. So you can see if I look from the bottom here, how this expands out. You can actually release these buckles to let it expand even further. So you can actually get a lens in here if you need some extra room for lenses where it doesn't fit in the main section of the bag. But overall, just a great place to put your batteries and your memory cards and cables and all that kind of stuff. So pretty roomy front pocket there. And I like the fact that it has this nice waterproof zipper as well. Spinning it around to the back. Again, we've got this leather accent here, which looks really nice. So a little carry handle there. Let's open up the main section of the pack. In the top, we have this really soft material here. So this is kind of like that material that you might find in a pocket where you're supposed to put your sunglasses or something like that. So it's kind of smooth and soft. Four smaller pockets in here for putting batteries in or very small items, and that zips up nicely. In the main section, you've got these two dividers. These are kind of foldable dividers. You can see how I can fold them down like that. So you can fold these down in order to place a camera in here, and just generally kind of fold these around like origami and just kind of make the setup that works for you. But it's really well sized for a camera body with a lens on it and then two additional lenses. That's what I was finding with a regular sized DSLR. If you're going mirrorless, then you could probably fit 5 different lenses in there. Little hook and loop strap, and in the back you can get your iPad in there. I think a 10-inch iPad would fit fine, or a 10-inch tablet if you're using something else. So that's kind of the main section of the bag. In terms of the strap, you've basically got 2 ways of lengthening this strap. You've got kind of the slow method. So this would be how you adjust the sizing when you first put it on. So this is not so easy to do. You probably want to actually take the bag off it, and you want to get this kind of in the right area so this is sized to fit you. And then when you need to loosen it in a hurry, you have this little buckle here, and this is similar to the ones that you find on the Peak Design Slide shoulder straps and Slide Lite straps. So when that is opened up, then you can just adjust this really quick. So you basically get it in the right place with these adjustments here, make sure the shoulder straps fall in correctly. Then you can cinch the whole thing up when it's on you by just pulling on this. And then when you want to release it to sling the bag around to the front, you would just pop this open and slide it up like that. That loosens the whole thing and allows you to spin this bag around to your front. Another thing I should mention is that there is enough space on the bottom here with these straps to tuck a tripod in there. You would want to do it very carefully though, because it is obviously possible for the tripod to slide in and out of here. So you really want to tighten this up, or maybe put a leg through here in this little hole, something like that. It's possible. You wouldn't want to be clambering over rocks or doing anything too crazy in that situation. I don't think the tripod would stay on there, but for urban carry, I think that could be useful for a tripod as well. So overall, really nice bag actually. I wasn't really expecting to like this bag as much as I do. I tend to go for backpacks and shoulder bags. I haven't looked at a lot of slings. Again, you've got this nice, really rugged material that Peak Design have used on the Everyday Messenger, the Everyday Backpack. Feels like it would last an absolute lifetime. It's water resistant to a point. It doesn't come with a rain cover. There isn't one that you can buy separately. They say that this is pretty just resilient to waterproof, to water. It's DWR coated, so the water should just bead off it. I wouldn't want to use it in a downpour for an entire day, but certainly if you get caught short in a storm, that's not going to be a problem. This lighter color is going to attract a little bit more dirt than the darker version, so if you're looking to buy one of these, take that into consideration. This one is definitely going to get a little bit muddy, but overall just a really great sling bag. Like I said, I was super impressed with this, perhaps more so than in fact the messenger bag and the backpack, which are kind of the two really famous bags in Peak Design's lineup. I absolutely love this thing. I think it's brilliant. Okay guys, that was a review of the Peak Design Everyday Sling camera bag. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, you might want to check out all the photos we have as well, and some more discussion about the bag, comparing it to other options, comparing it to Peak Design's other bags as well. There is a full review to accompany this video. It's linked in the description below if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you did enjoy this, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We'll have plenty more like this in the future. Thanks for watching.